This is what a recent RSF drone strike did to a house in the city of Obeid in Sudan's North Kordofan state. At least 8 people lost their lives in this attack, adding to the many others who've been killed in RSF drone strikes as the paramilitary group targets Obeid, which is controlled by the Sudanese army.
We
had the strike around the corner and then it hit our neighbor's house. We came running and found them alive and got them out. Then the owner of the house and 2 others entered to bring the car keys. That's when the 3rd strike happened. People started gathering and then the 4th strike came. 8 people were killed. The 9th was pulled from under a car, badly injured.
Obeid, capital of North Kordofan, is important to both sides of the conflict. It's about 400 kilometers from the capital Khartoum, which the army regained control of last year. And to its west is the Darfur region, where the RSF is in charge. Controlling Obeid for the army means keeping Khartoum safe, but also being able to launch an offensive to retake Darfur. For the RSF, the city's control means a tighter grip on the western region and brings it closer to the capital. The RSF has been trying to take control of Obeid since the start of the war with the army in 2023. But in the past weeks, it's increased its use of drones, with its targets going beyond just the army base to include residential areas as well as fuel supplies. That's created fuel shortages in the city. The constant strikes have also affected water supplies in the city, where about 500,000 people are living. Lines like these have become common. Here, water pumps are operated using small generators to reduce the scarcity.
We suffer because of the water issue. We wake up at 3 and leave the kids alone, and sometimes they go to school without having tea because there's no water. We wait until 10 and sometimes come out with only 2 jerry cans of water. We can't rely on the tankers that come to the district. They fill a jerry can for nearly $1. Here it's 10 cents for a full jerry can.
International humanitarian groups say the RSF is trying to impose a full blockade on the city before launching an offensive, and that's raising fears for the hundreds of thousands there. The groups say an RSF offensive on Obeid will result in a bloodbath similar to what happened in El Fasher, where thousands were killed last October after an RSF siege. It's not just the 500,000 people living in Obeid, but there are also about 200,000 displaced people from other parts of Kordofan who've sought refuge in the city, who are now at risk of being caught in the RSF attacks. People in Obeid say they're looking to the government and the army leadership here in Khartoum to end the drone strikes by the RSF so they can return to living their lives normally. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.